Images of wings were flying around social media Tuesday evening and put shark racing in the news. Again, we take a brief look at why and also hit on what I think is the bigger picture on today's edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9. Things ramped up when Danny Dietrich posted a picture of Ashton Torgerson and a close up of the wing on the Shark Racing 1A. It almost looked like a rumble strip toward the back of the belly between the wing panels. In the Facebook post, Dietrich was coy and mentioned Bobby Allen being innovative to make the quote, new kid on the block, end quote, look fast. Basically, insinuating a dish helped increase downforce and made the car more drivable. Of course, the car needs to be moving with air going over the wing instead of sitting still. If you look at pictures from Port Royal Speedway, the rumble strip is more pronounced, which could be a rib or brace taken out, could simply be a worn wing, the aluminum being thinner, damage, etc. Things look closer to normal in pictures that I saw from Baps Motor Speedway and on the replay of the pay-per-view that I watched last night. But regardless of where you come out on this issue, to me, the bigger problem is the lack of teching in this sport, which could affect the confidence of drivers across the board on whether or not things are on the up and up. It could lead to speculation like this. The teching process in sprint car racing is far less than acceptable. For instance, measuring the belly of the wings between the side panels. Most tech guys measure the front, but they don't migrate to the back of the belly. In other words, a wing can widen in the back. In turn, it can create better performance. Springs being put in wings, ribs being taken out, tires. There's a ton of things that can be used to cheat. Why? It's one of two things. Either the teching is lazy or it's not done at all. The reason for the latter is that the track could be afraid of losing cars or they don't have the personnel to do it at all. Either way, teams know there isn't proper policing in place. The other part of the equation is when to tech. Sometimes things are caught before the race even begins, which I feel is counterproductive. Do it afterward and then drop the hammer with a disqualification. Now you have a deterrent. Not to sound too harsh, but that's what needs to happen. Make an example out of someone and people will fall in line. Look, purses are going up and there's too much money on the line for things to remain status quo. I'm not saying Shark Racing circumvented the rules or cheated, especially 3 days after the race has been completed. But I do know that things like this surface because drivers and teams have little to no faith in the teching process within this sport. And for that, I can't blame them. Something needs to change. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9, and we'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned.